everyone. Good morning. We welcome all of you on behalf of SocialPeta and Ovation Inc. in to the most exciting webinar on mobile gaming advertising. I am Surbhi, your host for today. Today, our esteemed speaker, Mizat, is going to share his experience on the topic. The growth of India's mobile industry is impressive. In a report by InMobi, by the end of 2021, the country's mobile first economy reached an estimated 734 million users after a 29% annual increase in user base. In this latest the webinar hosted by Ovation and SocialPeta, we will take a deep dive into India's mobile game advertising industry, examining success factors in media buying and new strategies for mobile advertising. What you will be learning from this webinar, let's just discuss in few pointers. An overview of the Indian mobile game industry, success factors of advertising for Indian mobile games, top advertising creative formats, and case studies. Let's just tell you a few words about the organizers, that is Ovation and SocialPeta. Ovation is known as specialists in events and mobile marketing in India and around the world. They are in the industry for last 18 years and partnership with MPL gaming platform to serve many clients in India. Since founded in 2016, SocialPeta is committed to providing ad creators for business companies globally and help in their marketing campaign. Now it has been one of the world's largest advertising intelligence platforms. Its huge database has over a billion ad creators from over 70 plus countries and covers advertising data from 80 plus global ad networks across 70 countries and regions. Now we have more than 300 enterprise clients including Google, Tencent Games, NetEase Games, Garena, Gesmart, Mobvista, and so on. Now let's welcome Mirzad, Senior Sales Manager from SocialPeta. Let me tell you a few words about him before we pass on to him. He is an accountable professional with proven track record of success and continuously up to date with current market trends of advertising creative analysis to help customers timely grasp advertising strategies of competitors and trends of mobile app industry. Today's topic is Social Peta Success Factors from Indian Mobile Game Advertising. Now it's turn for our speaker, Mirzad, to take over. Over to you, Mirzad.
Thank you so much for Survey's wonderful sharing of wonderful introduction of Social Peta and herself and me. Thanks everyone. Thanks for all the attendees for your time um, to participating in our webinars. So the whole concept of today's sharing is that India, that we can see that India is having a great market in mobile market, mobile internet, and then it has a great population. It has very good technology in IT. So that we can see all that is growing, especially like recent few years. And then we can also see that the mobile internet is growing really fast because of the pandemic as well, because everyone is more using their mobile instead of their PC more on right now. So yeah, long story short, so today's topic is more about India's mobile market, and Social Peta as one of the top intelligence platform in the world. I'd like to share about little from our perspective, what are we seeing in the advertising market, its creatives, and then by their designing, and then some of the top creators that I would like to share with, and so on. So let me just a quick overview of the my presentation that I'm going to speak it about. So first of all, we'll go deep insight into India games advertising, the trend during the time, and the compares to previous advertising trends from ad creatives and advertising perspective. And also, I would like to share some of the top India advertising, like like rankings based on social media and intelligence platform data. And also after I have prepared like one of two classic India advertiser and see how their performance and the marketing trends during the time to explore their successness during the time, or let's say how we can learn from them. And after, I'd like to share a little bit about the some recommendation of on the creatives, how we should design our creatives, or what kind of creatives are most popular in our times. And after that, I probably give a little bit of social media, so because like we're sharing all this much data, right? So I would like to know, I would like to tell you like how we collecting those data or how we can represent the whole kind of advertisers in the market. So if you give me a second, I'll share my presentation really quick. Sorry, just a second. So now you can see my screen, right? Okay,
Yes, we can see.
perfect, perfect. Okay, yeah. Yes. So here are the quick slides of what we're gonna share about the card and board games and advertising, and it's some of the case studies and also some advertising ranking. And after there will be more about the social media and then how the insights of the advertising games. So let me just jump into the let's database. Let's see how it's working. So here in the trends, you can actually see some of the competitions in advertising market during the 2021. So what we're saying is that ad creators in 2021 increased by like 200 more percent over the year and during the time, and then there were like 2,600 of mobile games advertising in quarter three, and then uncharged from the same period last year, but a sharp increase in creators Indian ad creators indicated an increasing competition among advertisers. They were averaged like almost 500 of ad creators per advertiser in Q3. Here actually we can see, and of almost like 286% higher than the same period of last year. And actually we can see the trend here. The dark blue here is the active advertiser, the light blue here is the active creators, and the trend here is actually the creative advertisers. So actually, you can see that it's from the Q4 of 2020. It has a sharp increasing in 2021 in Q1, and then also has a new high in 2021 Q2. And then there is a little bit of down in Q4 and Q3, but still, there's advertisers are still growing. And when we look at the advertisers trending, Here is pretty much the dark blue is the active advertisers, light blue is the active ad creatives, and the trend here is the monthly change of in ad creatives. So we can see global card and globe and board advertisers totaled like 2,600 in January till September in 2021, and there's like average like 700 and 18,000 ad creators per month, and then 1,100 advertisers per month. And we can see the trend here. And also another data from the especially for the India is that this one is global, and then let's go into the India. Compared to the global India card and the board advertisers totaled in 340. Actually, it's much. It is a huge percentage of compared to global card and board games. And there's like 73,000 of ad creators per month, and then 191 advertisers per month. And then we can see the trend here. It has the little down in middle of May, and then also has a little bit of increasing in July, and then kind of going smooth until the November, and then there's a sharp down in December. It's not only because of the advertisers, but market expectation is going really hot during the time because of the pandemic. There's more advertising in the market, and then also because of the pandemic, there's also a lot of advertisers they can't stay till the end. So there's competition is very hard actually, but also there's a huge opportunity in the market. And compared to different devices like iOS to Android, you can see the huge difference. Actually, last year a lot of things happening compared to the different types of devices. Like iOS, they had the new ATT policy because they don't allow actually advertisers can't allow to know their users, or like there's like huge, very hardest policy during the history, I'll say, that based on the user profile. So actually, we can see what is the fact is that advertisers is more moving to the Android, and then there's less iOS advertisers during the time. And also, when we see the active ad creatives, they're kind of actually the compared to it's like 50-50, but actually what is going on that we can see is that Android is increasing and iOS is decreasing during the time, because it's like the global trend. It's not only in India but globally, because we don't know where our audience is and then how it goes. So kind of like Android is more safe to promote more, and then iOS kind of like figuring out how to work on advertising or how to reach our audience. So it's a new challenge in 2022 as well. And then also there's like a lot of saying that Google, I mean, Android is also coming with a new policy as well. So that's a new challenge for 2022 as well. So hope for the best. And then based on the creatives, type of creatives, there's actually huge percent of the creators is by video types, and then there's like almost 20% of ad creative types are the image. Actually, it's also based on the countries or regions. Um, I mean, it's mobile market. Like for let's say for some of the countries or regions, they have less people using their mobile internet, or the internet is kind of slow. So probably for those region or places, there's less of video type of apparatus and more of image type of apparatus. But especially for India, because of India is kind of like a very competitive in mobile market, and then it's huge potential market in mobile internet. So and then its internet is kind of really fast. So now we're saying that in India, there's like 80% of advertisers, they're also using the video, and then 20% of using the image. It's also actually based on the uh, country's competitive on market. And after that, let's see the advertising ranks. So here, showing the top India card and the board game advertising. So Tempati and the Rumi dominated the top 10 games, and the Tempati games spend more in advertising with 7 Tempati game ranked. So actually, we can see the chart here. And top number one game, Tempati, reported over 10,000 duplicated ad creatives in January to December. So the reason there's like a lot of reasons why they on the top rank. The number one, of course, probably of the game itself, designing really good, the UI is really good, and also it's advertising, the marketing doing really well. So we can see that in a year they're already publishing or reported almost 10,000 duplicated ad creatives. So duplicated means it's not only same ad creatives, but the different ad creatives they're publishing a lot of. So actually, for every games, there's advertising. It's a very key point of getting new users in mobile market as well. And let's see, specifically based on the Facebook channel. Let's say top advertisers in Facebook channel, top 10. So most of the top 10 games have advertised for around a year, almost a year. And then for top games, Sempati start with its first advertising in October 2020 has total like 2.2 thousand duplicated ad creatives on Facebook. And let's see for the Google ad mob. Because why there's just quick adding here, why we showing the Facebook and Google is that because of the old advertisers. So that's basically it's like a common thing that Facebook and Google is the first option. And then based on that, we go with different channels. So sorry, and also have more channels that we covered in social media. And if you're interested in more channels, for example, like I like to specifically, or I'm working on a different and what channel do you think is the best for this channel or this region, and that we can tell you as well. And then we're showing the Google and Facebook. It's only because this two channel is the most common channel in all the advertisers or all the marketers, and one of the huge the users are actually using these two channels as well. So in Google AdMob, this channel, compared to Facebook, it has more rooming games. In Facebook, there's like more Tempari, right? And then Google is more like rooming games among the top 10, with 4 advertisers ranked in the top 1 game, Tempari win, with its first advertising in June 2021. Has totaled 500 duplicated ad creatives on AdMob. Actually, we can see the trend here. There's like also there's some Temparis, but also there's some roomies as well. And let's just go more deeply to insight into the hard card and the board games advertising. So first one is Rumi Circle. Rumi Circle is one of the very popular game in India, and it's founded in 2006 by games 24/7. It's well known in India card and board games industry. Its co-founder Mr. Tumpy and Pandya started their business from PC games and launched their most popular game, Rumi Circle, to achieve dominated position in the card and board games on App Store. So let's see the roughly data of that we're showing. So total advertiser ad creatives that they have till now is duplicated ad creatives like 4,600, and estimated downloads almost near to 3,000 key. And then first release date is 2029. I mean 2019 of June. And let's see like how its trends goes. The first one, let's see most top channels that they're advertising their ad creatives. So actually, we can see um, Facebook. I think Facebook on the top, and then right after that is Instagram and also Google, and here is Audience Network and Messenger. So basically, they're promoting their ad creators more focused on Facebook. Ad creative Audience Network is the ad network of Facebook, right? And then Messenger and Instagram is also uh, included in Audience Network in Facebook family, and the AdMob is a network for the Google. So they mostly promoting their ad creatives based on Facebook and Google, and ad creatives remain stable in January till March. Started to raise in April that we can see in the and peaked in July and September. And ad creatives peaked in late August at 386 for one day on Facebook. So it's a new high, I'll say. And also there's shown that over 33% of creatives on this channel on Facebook. So probably there's like 70% from different channels, but 30% that's like uh, three times one of three. They're at creatives on the Facebook, so it's a very huge amount. And actually, we can just quick look at the most popular or most well uh, impression at creatives from the Rumi Circle. Let's just quick review.
हेलो प्रकृति भाई क्या कहता है मार्केट? अरे मार्केट जब खुलता है तो थोड़ा हिला हुआ ही रहता है। आगे पीछे सोच के इन्वेस्ट करो और फिर क्या? फिर लाइफ सेट। अरे भाई सब आपके ऊपर है। अरे ऊपर नीचे तो होते रहता है। आप स्ट्रेटजी पे फोकस करो। सही है। जिगर रखो जिगर। और ये मैं बन गया विनर। खेलो क्या जीतो सिर्फ Ovation.com पर। अभी डाउनलोड कीजिए।
So let's see this ad creatives. So this ad creatives estimated impression over like 200 million, parity with the 944. So let's speak of the elements that this ad creators that using is that combined game with real life sense to play running on phone anytime, anywhere. So actually, there's a man who's playing this game, actually like real life, like a human character in the ad creators as well. That's kind of a trend that we can see during the time. There's like a lot of human, I mean, a real man in the creative who's showing the or presenting the game, and then it has a very good impression. So they actually selling, we can play this game anywhere, anytime. So it's a very good creative, and it's already posted for like almost a year. And the next game that we would like to share with that is Tempari Gold. And the Tempari Gold has always been among in top 10 card game, especially in India. Tempari is, yeah, that I can say that it's very popular in India as well, and that it has the revenue in India market, top 10 revenue in India market, with the total revenue over 10 million from Android in January till September in 2021. The game has been advertised for over over 3 years, I would say. 2020 100 days is like almost 3 years, right? Um, and generated a total over of 3,000 duplicated ad creatives. So actually, you can see there's duplicated ad creatives almost reached 200, and estimated downloads over like 1,300,000,000, and the first release from 2015. And let's see its trend here. So nearly, yeah. So still there's Facebook and Google that I would like to share with. The first, Facebook. So it's advertising in Facebook that nearly 26% of ad creatives on Facebook channel. As an old card and the board game, it generated a small number of daily ad creatives with a large increase in May and July. So also we can see that here in trend is showing Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, and Audience Network, and it's all in Facebook family. So basically, it going down, going up, going down, and going, and then there's a very good potential that based on seasons, right? For example, let's say summer season, there's a summer break, there's more ad creators going on as well. And then sometimes, especially during the 2021, because of the pandemic, there's a lot of people, they kind of, uh, get used to mobile devices because we can't really go out because we have to stay at home. We have to have this like kind of quarantine. That gives us a very great opportunity during the 2021 as well. And then let's see I'm sorry. Let's see one of the very successful ad creatives for the Campari. Sorry. Oh, this is actually an image and then published in Messenger. Duration is almost reach 169 days, 6 months almost. Advertisers mainly use image ads, and then chips can be found in most ad creatives. So it has the estimated impression with the 245, 44, 54K thousand, and popularity with the 742. So it has first of all, it has the game logo here, and then kind of like a big winning celebration image here, and then the 6 year in the circuit machine. So it's kind of like asking, hey, are you gonna play this game and win? So it has a very good UI designing as well. And here, let's see the quick view of the most popular or most successful ad creatives that we are tracking during the time. The first of all, let's see. Here's a Tempatis Show 3 Party Online. This is the advertiser. And then duration we say almost 2 months. And then they're publishing in Audience Network. Also having the very good impression. Sorry. And the popularity already reached like 500. So let's see how the ad creatives.
अभी लिखा हुआ है आपका कोटक महिंद्रा बैंक में 9,241.34 पैसे आपकी एस्टेट को क्रिएट कर दिया गया। आप सब लोगों को ये जानकर बहुत ही हैरानी होगी कि मैंने सिर्फ एक एप्लीकेशन से 1,45,959 रुपए कमाए और हमारी कमाई अभी भी जारी है। मैं इस वीडियो में बेहतरीन पेमेंट प्रूफ भी दिखाने वाला हूँ, बड़ा पेमेंट प्रूफ आपको निकाल के लाइव अपने बैंक अकाउंट में दिखाने वाला हूँ। सिर्फ मैं इकलौता नहीं हूँ जो इतना पैसा यहाँ से कमा रहा हूँ। आप लोग हैं 1,54,000 हजार, 1,89,000, 1,84,000, ऐसे करके उन्होंने पैसे कमाए हैं। ये सारे के सारे मंथली रिकॉर्ड है। वीकली रिकॉर्ड की बात करें तो आप देख सकते हैं कि सप्ताह भर में आप देख सकते हैं डेली के भी आप यहाँ पे रिकॉर्ड देख सकते हैं। डेली में मैं टॉप पे भी चल रहा हूँ और इसमें आप देखिए इसमें भी बहुत लंबी लिस्ट है और यहाँ पे ये अंत नहीं होता। यहाँ पे अभी देख सकते हैं मेरे वॉलेट में 9,241 रुपए है, जिसका लाइव विड्रॉ करके मैं आपको पहले आप यहाँ देखेंगे तो मेरी पर डे की कमाई कितनी है। आप देखिए 6,000, 6,000, 7,000, 5,000, 7,000, यानी कि 7,000, 5,000 से ऊपर ही हमेशा जो है वो कमाई होती है। अभी ये पैसा मैं आपको बैंक में विड्रॉ करके दिखाने वाला हूँ। इससे पहले मैं आपको
Yeah, so basically, in this ad creators, it's displaying the real earning. So actually, this is a very direct way to just tell people, hey, if you play this game, you can actually earn some, earn some like game money or kind of things, and then it actually tracking the, attract the users very well. And then it is also the very direct way as well. Just show them how to play it, how to earn money, or how to earn game money, and then how to withdraw and all on. So it's a very direct way as well.
यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है
And also the second one from the Paiso Tenpati Rumi, its duration was the 103 days, almost 3 months, and then mainly publishing in FB newsfeed. Let's see on this one. It has a Yeah, so this category creatives actually it's also very direct. It's just displaying multiple people playing to show its social function. Also, it's a very good way. For example, like you're playing this game and then you want your friends play with you at the same time, and then you say, "Oh, how there's ad creators or there you saw a game. There's actually multiple players that share their entertainment time." So it is a very good way to, attract users as well. It's not only attracting one users, but also the people around that one users, their friend, their family, to invite them to play together. So it's a very direct and very good way to attract users as well. And then this creators, it has the estimated impression is almost 100 million. 1 million, and the popularity with the 599 during just only in 3 months. So it is a very good way. And also here is the A23 A03 by this publisher, and then the game name is India Rami. Duration is like a little bit of less than 3 months, but more than 2 months. And main channel is Facebook Feed News. Let's see these creatives.
Tobacco number 4.
என்ன மேடம் பிடிக்கலையா? ஏஸ் ட்ரிக்ல ஜெயிச்சாதான் கெத்து. ஏஸ் ட்ரிக் winners in home ground.
இந்த விளையாட்டில் பண இழப்பு அபாயம் இருக்கிறது. இது உங்களை அடிமையாக்கக்கூடும். உங்கள் அபாயத்தின் பொறுப்புடன் விளையாடுங்கள்.
So yes, this creators is very direct as well. Actually, first elements that we see is that it has a real people, and then there's a scenario going on. There's a lady, she's winning the game, right? It's kind of like a bring the scenario, the users closer to the game and there is a real life. So actually there's a connection between the players and the real life. So actually it feels like emotionally attracting the users to try or download the game, try it themselves, kind of interaction. And then this set creators actually it reached estimated impression with 1 million less than 3 months. That's a very good rank as well. And then popularity already reached like 800.
Tobacco
Let's just a quick wrap up. What are the most welcomed or most popular ad creators for India and cardboard games? First, we're saying that the size of 66 pixels is the most common size. Why is that? Probably it's because the mobile device that users using or the internet connections, or there's some places are 3G, some places are 4G, or some places already 5G. So it's very based on the country's internet or the region's internet or the market of the mobile devices that users using. So that we can show is that over like 80% of the size of the best image ad creators in India. So actually it's showing that there's a lot of people that actually just quick reviewing the image. That's a very quick way. You just show the image, just bring all the information, and there was very suitable pixels, and it has a very good way as well. And also for the video type that we're saying is that the highlight human profile is can be found in very popular image, either in image or in videos as well. So actually, it's showing up emotions through the existence in their faces. The winning faces, happy faces, it brings the connection with emotionally as well. And also highlight games reward and benefits. You're winning, for example, let's say you're winning the, I'm sorry, you're winning the motorcycle, you're winning the money, or you're winning the real something. So it's a very good potential as well. So, finally, about social media. So I shared so much about the India market, India mobile games market, and let's just quick wrap up why we can presenting so much data, what we offering to our clients. So first, SocialPeta as one of the world top intelligence platform. With SocialPeta, you can study your competitors' data and get information and inspiration from ad collection, from global channels, media, and from multiple dimension analysis on other advertisers, like that we showing the duration, impression, and the popularity and so on. And also for get inspiration from like 1 billion ad creatives. So social media now we're covering 86 countries in the region and over 70, 70, 70 well-known ad channels worldwide, like including Facebook, Google, maybe Unities, and Uplovin, TikTok, Bango, and all so on. And then we provide nearly 1 billion updating millions each day. Social media is the best source of inspiration for ads, especially for the marketers, for designers, for UA, or either you're in the all the marketing department probably can take a very good benefit for the either you can track your competitors or you actually when you're using to design your ad purchase it can be very helpful. So here one of the other strengths as well, over 1 billion ad creatives data. That's like I say, that's world number one. That's very huge database, and also we're covering the 6 million advertisers I think till 2020 now, and then with the daily updates per almost reach a million of updates per day, and covering almost like 70 more I think, yeah, 70 more countries and channels in the worldwide, and the exclusive data and the intelligence. Of course, if you have any interest for SocialPeta, please feel free to contact us, or we have the link here, socialpeta.com, or you can also connect the me speaker indirectly. I'll leave my message. I'll leave my email in the chat bar later on. If you have any questions based on the presentation, you can just bring up to in your chat bar that we can start with our conversation or discussion as well. So now I'll stop my sharing. Hi, Surbi. So if you have any questions or if there's any
Thank you.
questions that we can bring up with and we can have.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Mirzat. Wonderful presentation. And thank you for sharing this informative information for Indian mobile gaming industry. For those audience who would like to know more about other gaming costs and trend, welcome to search social PETA or contact their email ID directly. So our next session, we received some questions from audience and hopefully our speaker will give us more insight basis on questions. Hello, can you hear me guys? Okay. So we have some questions from audience and hopefully our speaker will give some insights based on those questions. Can we take the questions, Mirza?
Yes, thank you. Yes, sure.
So yeah, so our first question is what social PETA service provide and useful to which kind of company?
Sorry. So your question is, what social media provide, and useful to which kind of company? Is that your question?
Yes, yes. This
Okay.
question has come from Sagar in our attendee.
Okay. So first of all, Social Peta is the powerful advertising intelligence platform that offers analysis, insights such as advertising creatives database, cost and audience intelligence, and also competitors analysis. And now we're also having the intelligence, which means including applications or gamings, download and revenue, and many more features that helps business or marketers to boost their user acquisition. So major targeted customers covering all the mobile internet users. I mean the companies. Either you're publishing your mobile internet or your game, or as long as you're involved in mobile internet, that are all the services as well. So especially for the marketing department or UI department or designing, so our tool will be very much helpful for all those people or all those position or all those I mean things as well, or like game developing or publishing or kind of type. So actually kind of like having a huge range. Yeah, so I think, yeah, my answer is here.
I
So
hope
is there any
Mirzat
other
was
more
able to
questions?
answer. Yeah, we have two more questions
Okay.
from the attendees. The next question is from Aditi Shah in the attendee. And the
Uh-huh.
question is moving over to the next factor that advertisers are usually asking about how to properly set up ad campaigns with better result. So let's see with our advertisers what they think are the key factors to consider doing so.
Okay. So I will say strategy. As an ad intelligence platform, our perspective will base creative and ad creating strategy. So establish the objective and the targeting the audience. That's number one. For example, countries and region, network channels, interest wars, and so on. and and also that advertising strategy, like including like choosing the right platform to promote, and adjust the marketing costs and attention to competitors advertising strategies to say where they're promoting or how they're promoting or how their ad creative is going and so on, and identify the type of ad creatives, for example, like that I mentioned, especially for the different region and the country has very different type of creatives. Some places or some regions, it's embarrassing the accepting the image more. For some places, the videos is going really well, and so on. So actually, we're covering image, video, cursor, HTML, and all the type of ad creatives that we're covering. And also creative designing, the how UI goes or how the elements it has to be in the creatives or the colors even, the timeline as well, and also on. And then also based on the text ads, localization is very important as well. For example, India probably uses English or some of the local languages. That's very important as well because users have to understand or they have to read the more close text ads to having some like emotional connections. So that's very important part as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for your replies for addressing these questions. So we have one more last question, Mirzad, from the attendees only. So they
Uh-huh.
want to know what is the major trend it's going to be in next 12 months. What is the prediction?
Okay. So actually, this is a very interesting and very good question because it comes up all the time. What are you seeing, or what is the prediction for 2022? Because like 2021 was a very challenging war, and also with the full of opportunity because of the pandemic and so on. And the 2022, we kind of saying pandemic probably is going to end, and then we're kind of seeing the how the whole life or work is going, right? So yeah, as many new studios join the industry, especially in 2021, we can expect more interesting games. As as far as mobile game market, we can expect to see, like, let's say for example, platform shifting, bringing the great opportunities. So actually, advertising on Google and Facebook is great. However, if you are not open to other marketing channels, you may be missing out. The best example would be TikTok success in 2022, and then it got to number one in one app in download, and made it to second place in consumer spending. Like a lot of people just short video is in the big trend right now, right? So actually you can move with different channels to see how the promoting going, or that's one of the great opportunity to getting the more user acquisition as well. And also we're saying that the creative incorporation of advertisement. So I'll say I suspect that application publisher and developers will develop additional or more creative way to incorporate in-game advertising natively into their mobile games. Developers are also using the more innovative means of integrating in-game ads in such a way that they blending perfectly into mobile games without raising eyebrows. And also we're saying the creators will be more uh, more complex, I would say. Innovation and unique ad creators attract users more easily, arousing their curiosity. This way, they are more likely to try out games, even if they have never been having gamers, never been a heavy gamers. Um, and I would say, like at last, yeah, I mean, 2022 could be very much challenging and also brings with the huge opportunity as well at the same time. So we're still working on that to help all the advertisers, all the game developers to retain their goals as well at the same time. Uh, yeah, I think that'll be my question for prediction in 2022.
Thank you so much, Mirzad. First of all, thank you for these answers. Hope it is useful to our audience. Additionally, we hope Social Beta Analysis platform can introduce to more people in the game industry and help them with ad creatives and user acquisition. That's all for today. Thank you all for joining. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all the thanks to me. And yeah, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.